Well, the Academy for Scholastic and Personal Success was founded by Dr. Ruth White. She is a local educator here in Cedar Rapids, and she recognized that Black students were lacking the teachers who look like them and curriculum from Black historians, authors, and experts, and also that Black students were really struggling with post-high school education and career opportunities. And so she started the Academy specifically for Black students here in Cedar Rapids. The mission of the Academy for Scholastic and Personal Success is to instill pride in an understanding of African American culture as a tool to encourage academic achievement and positive behaviors towards post-secondary matriculation and productive citizenship. And we have had over 3,000 graduates of the Academy in these last 30 plus years. What the Academy is a 6-week summer program for Black students, and that would be Black American students, immigrant students who are Black, and biracial students. And we also have some Latino students as well. They are taught core curriculum, literature, math, history, English, all from a Black perspective, again, from Black professors. And the Academy encourages students to take responsibility for their own academic progress, which this year, boy, did they learn a lot doing virtual school, having to show up on time on a screen and interact on screen. It was a real challenge, but every one of our students rose to that challenge this summer. And then it uses cultural information to teach them why it is important to take responsibility for their own actions and education and career aspirations, and then it shows them actually how to take responsibility. So it's a very well-rounded program. The Academy typically serves about 25 to 40 students in these 6-week courses in the summer, and most of them will return for all 4 years of their high school education. I think what I'd really love to tell you guys about this morning is the story of Rama and Rafa El-Sheikh. And Rama and Rafa El-Sheikh just finished their 4th year at the Academy. They are rising seniors at Kennedy High School. And these sisters have attended every one of the rallies and protests that we have had here in Cedar Rapids since the George Floyd murder. And they have shared their original spoken poems. And I just want to read you just a little excerpt from our last rally that we had. And it was so powerful. How do you explain being a target and a threat, knowing your death date has already been set? Being alive and Black is torture, always having to be wary of your very last breath. I am Black, I should be dead. The thought that continues to marinate in my head. Because when we say Black Lives Matter, you better say it back. Hood over my head, hands up, held high. Shoot me, I'm Black. But just remember, I had a dream too. I get choked up every time I listen to their spoken words, and it was so powerful. The crowd at the park, as these girls spoke, just grew silent, and we all just felt the impact and the truth of their words sink into us. And I go back and I listen to their words many times because I've recorded them when I've been at the rallies. And because of their experience at the Academy, they have the courage, they have the tools to stand before crowds of people and share from their very intimate, sacred spaces their own thoughts on being Black students in America. And now they've taken that a step further, and they are taking a leading role in advocating for change in the Cedar Rapids School District. And in July, they brought a list of Black Lives Matter demands to the Cedar Rapids School Board. I'm so proud of these kids. I'm sorry. They're just really fantastic young people. And they continue to work with the board to see that these changes are enacted. So that is just an incredible current success story here with the Academy. What can you do? Well, we're a nonprofit, so of course, we will always accept donations. www.theacademysps.com. We'll have that in the chat section today for you. But there's a couple of other things that I think could help that aren't maybe directly going to affect the Academy per se here in Cedar Rapids, but it affects Black students, and when that happens, it affects the Academy. And so I think I would encourage you to get involved in your community. Get involved in your school boards. Pay attention. Who are your schools hiring? What are there Black teachers? Are there Black people in the administration? What is the curriculum that students are reading? Are there enough Black authors? Is there enough Black historians? What is happening with students of color in your school systems? You know, get to know what's happening in your own school system. Be a great advocate for the students wherever you live. If you're up here in Cedar Rapids, Marion area, where Kevin and I are at, get a hold of me. I will be happy to put you to work doing something here that will, be of good use for the Academy. You can also follow us on Facebook at the Academy SPS. You can follow us on Instagram at the Academy SPS, and our Twitter handle is at the Academy SPS.